So hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to solve the problem number of subarrays of zeros. So you are given an array of length n of zeros and ones. Find the total number of subarray of zeros. So let us discuss with an example. So here I've given an example. So first understand what is subarray. What is subarray? Subarray is contiguous part of array. It is contiguous part of array. For example, if I am giving the array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what will be the subarray? 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. These are subarrays. Now, will this be a subarray 3 and 5? No, because 3 and 5 are separated elements. They are not contiguous. Contiguous or continuous, you can say. They should be continuous element, but 3 and 5 are not continuous element. That means it is not a subarray. Now, now let's come to the question. So we have to find the number of subarrays which are only having zeros. So that means our question mainly is all about what? That we have to find contiguous zeros. Yes, number of subarrays means number of contiguous zeros. So let's say here is the example. Here is the array. So this array can take 0, 0. So this can take this 0. This can take these two 0. This can take this 0. This can take this 1 at 0. So this is 0 at 0. This is 1 at 0. This is 3 at 0. This is 0, 1. So single are also continuous. 0, 1 indices. 0 and 1 indices are also continuous. And they both have 0, 0. But 0, 0, 1, 0 or 0, 0, 1 or 0, 1, 0 are sub-arrays. Yes, but they are not having only 0. They have 1 also included. So they are not valid for this question. So valid are those which are having zeros. So the brute force approach can be, normal brute force approach can be, we can go to every index and count the number of subarray. Like here is a 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. So I will go here. Let's say 0. So this 0 will say, I am contiguous. Yes. These two 0. Yes. These two 0. So I am at this index and I am traversing 0, 0. Now 0. Yes, these three are contiguous. So 0, 0, 0. Now what we will do? We will now come to, we have done with the first index. Now we will come to here. This 0. Now this 0 will say, I am contiguous. Yes. These two continuous. Yes. Okay. Now I will come to next index. This one. This one. Now this one is 0. So this one is continuous. Yes. Now similarly these 0. Now this one will never be taken. Now these 0. This 0 contiguous. These two 0 contiguous. When this extra one come, we will skip out of the loop because this cannot be continuous. Because if I take 0, 0, 1 and if I have taken 0 add, but 0, 0 are separated by a 1 which is not contiguous zeros. So we have to take only contiguous 0. So this is the brute force approach, which is big of n square. So the algorithm will be something like, we will go to every index for I is equals to 0, 2n minus 1. So if array of I is equal to 0, so we will traverse for every index from the current index until I get the n, until I get the zeros. So if ai is equals to 0, what will we do? Count plus plus because this is a subarray that is made. And if this is not, we will break out of the loop because this will become non-contiguous. So this is the big of n square brute force approach. What is the optimized approach? So before understanding the optimized approach, let us understand the intuition behind the optimized approach. Let us consider that there is a subarray, there is an array which is given, and we have appended 0 at the end. So can this, how many times this 0 can contribute for the subarray, contiguous subarray? This 0 can be itself contiguous. Yes. If this 0, if I take this element and add it here, is it contiguous? Yes. If I take these two 0 obviously and this third 0, this is contiguous. Yes. If I take these three 0 as it is and if I take this 0, is it contiguous? Yes. So that means what I'm doing, whenever I have appended a 0, so I will take single element, I will take double element, I will take triple element, I will take 4 elements. So these are 4 subarray. Why is 4 subarray? Because there are 4 elements. So that means whenever a 0 is appended, how many number of zeros? That many will be the number of subarrays. Contiguous elements having zeros. Subarray of elements 0. Only 0. Like 0 is 0. So this is the intuition. Let's say, I will add 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, and this was the only origin. Now this was the created subarray. Now let's say array. Now let's say I have added this 0 at the end. So what we will do? Now this 0 will be added. This 0 will be itself contiguous. This one is contiguous 2. This one contiguous 3. This one contiguous 4. This one contiguous 5. So in total we have 5 subarray because there are 5 elements. So this is the intuition that whenever I add a 0 anytime. So number of zeros will be added to the answer. Why? Because those many number of zeros, when appended, single element, these two element, these three element, these four elements, so they can contribute to four subarrays when this single element is appended. Okay, so just we have to count the number of zeros and we have to add that. Let us understand better with an approach. So here is the approach which is based on the intuition. Like here, number of zeros are 1. Okay, so answer will be added with 1 because it can contribute to 0. Now, next time, let's have this. Now, number of zeros were 1. Now, next iteration, zeros will be 2. So, answer will be 1 plus 2. Why? Because this 0 and this 0 and these two 0 both can contribute to the 7. Now, similarly, let's take this. Now we have come to 1. So, zeros will become 0. Why? Because this will become non-contiguous. So, we will not take this. Now, next time we will come to 0. Zeros will be 1. So, answer will be added with 1. Now, next time I come with 0. So, zeros will be 2. Zeros will be 2. So, answer will be added with 2. Now, next time 0 will be 3. Answer will be added 3. This will become 0. No. Now, this will become 0. So, answer will be added with 1. 0 plus 1, 1. So, answer will be added with 1. Similarly, this will become 2 because we have again get 0. So, we will add with 2. Now, again, why? I am again repeating here. Let's say I have taken this 0. This 0 was initially contiguous. Now, when this 0 comes at the end, so this 0 can be itself contiguous. This 0 can be this also contiguous. Having only zeros. I want only zeros. That's why I'm not taking any one. I am skipping that because if I take one, this will become a subarray having one. But we don't want one. So we will skip here. So we will do until we get zeros. So that's why at every point we have to count the number of zeros and add into the subarray. So like 1, 0, 0 because they are 1, so we will not take them. So this is the answer like that. So this is a really easy question. So let us code it. So like what we have initially, number of zeros is equal to 0. So this is long int. Why? So here, so this is, so I have to give some reason here. So like why this is, let's say all are zeros. And we have at max 10 raised to power 6 number of elements. So that means so there will be 10 raised to power 6 zero. Every zero will contribute this zero with this single and double. So this one zero will contribute 1. This will be 2. This will contribute 3 by because this one, and this one. This will contribute 4. This will contribute 5. So we add all those 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus. So until 10 is to power 6. This will be, so we have already learned in our 11th to 12th class about the, if I add till n, this will be n into n plus 1 by 2. So sum will be 10 is to power 6 into 10 is to power 6 plus 1 by 2, which is approximately 10 is to power 12, which can be not be accommodated in integer. So we have to use long int here for storing our answer. Answer is equal to 0. So for every point I will traverse. And what I will say, if area I is equal to 0, and that means zeros plus plus. And at that point, what we will do? We will do answer plus is equals to zeros. Because whenever a zero is appended, I am again repeating like whenever zeros is appended, like their number of zeros, this zero is appended. So this can be contribute to itself, this can be contribute to itself, this can be contribute to this. So this one, this one, this one. So 3, every time 0 is appended, it will contribute to number of zeros, subarrays. Okay. Now if area is equals to 1, what we will do? Is equal to 1. So zeros will be equal to 0, will be reset to 0 because it will become non-contiguous. And add then what we do? We will return answer as it is. So let's compile and run the code. Yes, let's submit the code. So yes, it is totally working fine. So this is a trick in the subarray. So which is really common, like whenever I append an element. So in the previous point, until I get all the zeros, so they will contribute to the number of zeros. This was just intuition and just it is easy code. So thank you. Have a nice day.